welcome back to the channel. This is Football Insights, where we talk about football related issues concerning transfers, player profile, and other football matters. So if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you click on the subscribe button, you press the notification bell so that anytime we upload, you'll be the first person to receive it. This video is so dear to my heart. I'm coming to pour my heart out with some bit of mistakes I think Ghana did, So this is your Afcon review, Afcon games review. There are some of the games that happened that we have not brought to you, the Morocco game, the Zambian game. But then let's start from the Ghana versus Egypt game because it was a very big game. Yesterday we experienced two big games, Ivory Coast, the host nation, losing to Nigeria, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, in Abidjan. So we experienced Ivory Coast versus Nigeria, Ghana versus Egypt. So these are big games. On any day, this should be final games, But then I don't know what has happened. So let's quickly go straight into the video. So we start with Ghana versus Egypt. This match was going into this match, and Egypt were very hot than us because they nearly lost against Mozambique. A team like Egypt, the most successful national team in Africa, nearly lost against Mozambique. That was a big blow for Egypt. So coming into this game, they were very hot. Ghana, winning four times champions of the African Cup of Nations, had also lost against Cape Verde, an island who are not even up to 1 million. Ghana lost to this island or to Cape Verde. So Ghana was also hot. Ghana was having 0 points. Egypt was having 1 point. So coming into this game, it was a do or die affair in this particular game. Some predicted that Egypt was going to paste Ghana and all of that. But let's quickly check out the lineups Ghana and Egypt went in the game with. So Ghana went in with Richard Ofori, Dennis Odoi, Salisu, but here it is Abdul Karim, but some changes, big changes came, and then it was Mohamed Salisu, Majid Ashimiro, Jordan Ayew, Gideon Mensah as the left back, Inaki Williams, Mohamed KUDUS, Salis, Alexander Jiku, and then Antoine Semenyo. When you look at this lineup, clearly you can see that all the wingers were on the bench. Joseph Pente was on the bench, Ernest Nyama was on the bench, Osman Bukari, who gave a goal out, was also on the bench. So all the wingers was on the bench. We didn't understand it, but when we were playing the game, I understand the tactics because he played basically when we are defending, when we are attacking as a 4-2-3-1. But when we are defending as a 4-4-2, and then Inaki will operate from the wings. Antoine Semenyo will be as will operate as the striker. So Inaki Williams, to some extent, operated as a second striker. Mohamed KUDUS also some occasions operated as a second striker. So I understood the mission. So this was a lineup Ghana went in with. Let's check out Egypt's lineup. Egypt went in with Mohamed El Salawi, of course, their goalkeeper, very, 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 very good goalkeeper, Omar Kamal, and then Hamdi Fati, Ahmed El Ghazi, Enam Ashwa. This guy, very good player, very, very great player. Ahmed Ashwa, Mohamed Salah, we have Mohamed Enene, and then Mohamed Hamdi, also a very, very, very good player, Mustafa Mohamed, Omar Mamouche, top respect to that guy, Omar Mamouche, and then Mohamed Abdul Munim, Mohamed Abdul Munim, who plays for Ali. So this was the lineup of Egypt, and then when you look at the lineup of Egypt, you can clearly see that they were mixed with a whole lot of local boys, the Ali boys, the Pyramid boys, all mention them. So they were mixed Zamalek boys. So they were mixed with local boys because they don't travel, because their league is so rich to the extent that they don't travel. These guys are also very good players. They had Mohamed Salah, who was their talisman. He didn't do anything though. So this was the lineup. Egypt also went in a game with, and then and in this particular game, Ghana were on them for the first 20 minutes. For the first 20 minutes, we thought Egypt was going to attack, because when you are playing against North African teams, especially in AFCAF Champions League or CAF games, the first 20 minutes, first 30 minutes against a North African side, you should be very careful because they are going to attack you. But then in this case, Ghana rather beat on them. Ghana were on them for the first 20 minutes. And I don't know what happened. Because when we were on them, we can clearly see that they were fumbling. They were just, falling just like that. They couldn't, pass the ball around. But after 20 minutes, we left them. Ghana simply left. I didn't understand what Chris Hilton told the guys, but the guys left them, gave the ball to Egypt for Egypt to pass the ball around without pressing them. The only person who was pressing was Antoine Semenyo, who was our striker. He was the only one. This guy worked yesterday. This guy really, really did well yesterday. So we left them passing the ball around. And then, in some minute, 40 something minutes, Mohamed Salah came off because the ball was, just a very hot game. So Mohamed Salah had to come off with an injury. I didn't know whether it was an hamstring or just a knock. Today, Jurgen Klopp spoke and then he was like, they had to diagnose because Mohamed Salah doesn't get injuries just like that. He's a very fit player. So for him to come off from the pitch, it means that there is something. So Mohamed Salah came off, and then right after that, just 2 minutes after Mohamed Salah came off, Mohamed Kudus scored a very brilliant goal. What a top strike! It is a goal contender for the Afcon tournament, one of the goal contenders. What a brilliant strike by Mohamed Kudus. And then, he did his celebration. Of course, the Kudus celebration. So Kudus did his celebration. And then, after this, we went to the first half. And then when we came back, I didn't know what the coach told the players. But the players came back from halftime and then they started to defend. As a matter of fact, the time we started to defend was not good. Because you knew very well that, scoring Egypt 1-0 and then coming back, Egypt was going to attack you. It was just clear. They were going to attack you. So defending right from the start was not a good idea at all. And then, Egypt, Ghana started to panic. I don't know, because when Mohamed Salah came off, you could see clearly that Egypt, one, did not have any dangerous player in front. So they had to come. Mohamed Mamouche, Ahmed Ashraf, Hamdi Fati, all those guys had to come with, they had nothing to lose because Mohamed Salah was off. Because first of all, they were leaning on Mohamed Salah. They were on Mohamed Salah's shoulders, and then Mohamed Salah had to come off. So Omar Mamouche, and then the other guys had to go inside. Trezeguet, Mustafa Mohamed, they all had to attack. So Ghana defended, and then the very problem of our defense was Dennis Odoi. He gave an assist too, but then Dennis Odoi was our problem because from the right from the start, they started to use Dennis Odoi's place because they knew that he was fumbling, he was shaky. That place was shaky. So they would send a long ball across, and then they did it like 4 times. Omar Mamouche couldn't get the ball. But then they keep using it because they couldn't even use Mohamed Salah because Gideon Mensah was a bit solid, but then they were using Dennis Odoi, and then that is where the goal came from. All the goals, it came from Dennis Odoi's play. So as a coach, what do you have to do? Bring Dennis Odoi off. Bring in Ali Duseidu for defensive solidity. Because you knew this 18 guys was going to attack. And then, Inaki Williams, gave a goal out. He just gave a goal out. And then as a winger, when you have the ball, your first motive is to go forward. Even if you cannot go, just push through for us to see that, yes, you are going forward. But Inaki Williams had to got the ball, brought it back. And then, it was, the other awareness was also poor as a defender. Your awareness is your first weapon. His awareness was very poor, and then Omar Mamouche had the ball, and then he quickly went around the keeper and then scored 1-1. Right after that, some 3 minutes later, Dennis Odoi had to give an assist for Mohamed Kudus to score a second goal for Mohamed Kudus. Very, very, very great player. Mohamed Kudus was off. His work rate was off because he was half fit. But then the goals he will score for you, but the work rate was off. He simply didn't do anything, but then the goals he will score. So 2-1 against Egypt. As at this point, Ghana was defending very well. Everything was fine. And then Osman, Chris Hilton had to take off Inaki Williams because his confidence was off. Inaki Williams' confidence was basically off. So he had to take him off, bring in Osman Bukari, the speed man. And then as at that point, I don't know what happened, but then Osman Bukari's, I don't know, he's just a raw talent. He's a very good player, great player, just like Modric at Chelsea. But then the talent is raw because when he gets the ball, you can see he's panicking. He wants to do something. Just fast, he wants to do something. But then, Bukari had the ball in the penalty box. He decided to dribble. And then they got the ball and then equalized again. And then, my God, what a poor defending by the Ghana Black Star defense. Salisu, one guy. Salisu. I don't know what is wrong with Salisu, but then I think playing Salisu ahead of Amate is very, 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 very poor because Salisu, after the World Cup, went to injury. He hadn't played about 5 matches this season. And then he came back to Ghana and then started at a very, very, very great tournament like Afcon. So it is not good enough. Salisu has been poor. Our goalkeeper is also, I will not blame him so much because I think amongst all our goalkeepers, he's the best one. But then, of course, you don't give ball just like that. Don't you dash the ball just like that and then you come back and blame keeper. I wouldn't accept that. So, Egypt scored their second goal. And then as at that point, Egypt started to attack us, but we couldn't have anything to do. And then the coach, there's a problem with the coach. Because what the fuck was Ernest Myanmar doing on the bench? Because at that point, we needed, very wide wingers. Because trust me, if we attacked Egypt, we would have scored them by 4-0. Egypt was not, they were not. They are not anything. They are just a team. Hence why you saw Mozambique, drilling them to the last minute. So the coach is a problem. Mohamed Salisu, you are a problem. The backroom staff, the two guys, I call them the three wise men. Masoud Dramani, George Boateng, Chris Hilton. These are the three wise men. I call them the three wise men on coach though. So they are problem. I don't know what is happening. I don't know what Ali Desedu has done. But then, give him the chance. Then it's alright, it's fumbling. Just give Ali Desedu the chance to also play. So I was very, very, very disappointed. I was very, 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 very disappointed because we could have won this game. We could have won this. This game was on a silver platter for us, and we could have won it by ease. But we just decided to give the ball out just like that. So as at now, the group looks tighter. It's miscalculation. The groups look tighter because Cape Verde are topping the group today. Cape Verde and Mozambique will play. So Cape Verde are topping the group. Egypt second, Mozambique third, and then Ghana fourth. So the group should look tighter. We need calculation to qualify. So let's see what happens in our third game against Mozambique. I think we can do something about Mozambique. With this kind of mindset, we can do something about Mozambique. So ladies and gentlemen, this is your Ghana versus Egypt review. This is your Ghana versus Egypt review. The game ended 2-2. Not good enough for Ghana, but then we still believe, we still believe. So thank you so much for your time. Make sure you click on the subscribe button, you press the notification bell. More videos will be coming. Football Insights. Peace.